So good evening, everybody. Let's start with our next topic, that is the last row of periodic table, which is known as the actinide series. Okay, so we have remedies in this column, all the remedies which are radioactive in character. And what do you mean by radioactive? It means the particles or the elements which cannot remain in their form for a very long period of time. They start to disintegrate and break down to form some new element, right? So I'm locking the room now because it's causing lots of disturbances. राइट सो अब इस कॉलम के अंदर या इस रो के अंदर स्टोरी क्या होगी नाउ इट्स द स्टोरी अगेन ऑफ द एवोल्यूशन of a person जिसके अंदर he has crossed all the stages from the womb stage to the stage of the family to the stage of the society to the stage of the his own creativity talent and then his world. So we can say this is a kind of end stage of the life of a person, the story of the end days, जो लास्ट पीरियड किसी का भी होता है किसी भी चीज के लिए, that will be the stage of these row remedies. So what are radioactive elements? They are, because of their high atomic number, they break to emit laser energy and then it forms a new substance. That's why they are known as the radioactive elements, because they emit tremendous amount of energy, right? So in order to understand the remedies of this row, you have to understand this picture. Can you see that? So if you haven't seen this movie is known as Lucy. It's a story about a woman whose brain gets activated to 100% of its capacity. And the moment she experiences her own brain, her body started to disintegrate. She experiences death, and at the same moment, she experiences all the hidden areas of her brain, her unconscious state, even her ancestors, even the universe. She has started experiencing all those phenomena. So this movie is a must if you want to understand this row remedies. So the idea about all the remedies of seventh row is disintegration. Means they are unable to hold their body. Right? That will be the stage. So it's as if their body is disintegrated, their body is scattering around, their body is getting destroyed, their thoughts are getting destroyed, everything is getting destroyed. And the moment everything is getting destroyed, there is a feeling of tremendous energy. It's not like it's going to lose everything, or when they are scattered around, or when their body is disintegrated, everything will be finished. No, it's not a finished kind of thing. It means just like the radioactive elements, the moment they get destroyed, they emit tremendous amount of energy. So this row people, they have a feeling that their body is going to disintegrate, their body is going to scatter around, their body is going to lose, they will go towards death or they will die. At the same time, it's also the phenomena that something new is going to happen. Some new energy is going to emit. Some new energy is going to take place. So real mind, it's not the death. It's like death will bring on something new. That will be the state of these remedies. So it's like splitting oneself into many. The term disintegration here means splitting itself into many. It's like let loose. It's like break out. And then there is a strong need to hold it. आप सपोज करो कि आपकी बॉडी, आपको जो मटेरियल बॉडी है, ये धीरे धीरे डिसइंटीग्रेट लूज होनी शुरू हो जाए, आपकी फिंगर्स में से पार्टिकल्स निकल के फिंगर्स खत्म होनी स्टार्ट हो जाए, आपके हेड में से सब कुछ निकलना शुरू हो जाए, लूज होना शुरू हो जाए, निकलना शुरू, तो व्हाट विल बी द फर्स्ट expression of yourself? You have to hold that. You have to hold it. Just watch this picture again. She's trying to hold whatever is going out from there, right? That will be the state of these people. So, breaking out, let loose, strong need to hold it. And then what remains is the only energy. Only energy. And then even the pains of these people, it's very, very scattering. हर पेन के साथ उनको फीलिंग आती है कि उनकी बॉडी स्कैटर हो रही है, सारा कुछ लूज हो रहा है, सारी एनर्जी डिस्ट्रॉय हो रही है, सब कुछ बाहर निकल रहा है. तो द आइडिया इज कि पेन के साथ साथ कुछ बाहर निकल रहा है, कुछ फील हो रहा है कि बाहर निकलता हुआ, जिस वजह से देयर इज ट्रेमेंडस एग्जॉशन एंड वीकनेस इनसाइड द बॉडी. दैट इज द स्टेट ऑफ दीज पीपल. एंड नाउ disintegration here does not mean कि सब कुछ खत्म हो गया, डेथ हो गई. This disintegration have something within. There is a reason for this disintegration, and the reason for this disintegration is power. So this power is something very different from the power of sixth row. This is very different from the power of fourth row. It's a power of a sannyasi. It's a power of a person who is deep into meditation. It's a power of a person who has wisdom. It's a power of a person of a sannyasi, where again there is tremendous amount of energy that is losing from the body. It's a kind of an aura which is going out and out from your body, scattering out into the universe. So this is the theme, that body, mind, thoughts, everything is getting disintegrated. Why? Because there is tremendous power inside. And because of that tremendous power, body is unable to hold that power. So that is why it is emitting out from the body. It is emitting out from the mind. It is going out everywhere. That is the kind of power which leads to disintegration. This is the feeling of these slow remedies. Power which is beyond humanity. It's the power of a yogi sannyasi. It's also the power of heal, the healing powers. Power which is beyond matter. And then these are the people who talk about energy, energy and matter. They talk about bursting forth of energy like a volcano. And this energy is a huge, powerful, which is beyond the control of common man. You getting me? Just try to understand this kind of power. This you will exactly see in that movie which I've told, Lucy. And then, because of this tremendous amount of energy that they have, and which the body is unable to hold, and due to which there is lots of disintegration, within that is a kind of magic. Magic to heal, where there is pure intention, where there is invisible source of power, and they know how to harness that hidden knowledge, how to harness that inner power. They have a deep, deep rooted power inside, which they know, or they imagine about that, and they know how to harness that. So that is why these are the people who are into deep meditation, or even not in meditation, there is a thought about meditation. There is a thought about some other world. There is a thought about something which is known as energy, which is something about the thing which is beyond matter. इस दुनिया के परे कुछ और एक दुनिया है. इस एनर्जी के जो हम आसपास बात कर रहे हैं, हमारे अंदर जो पावर है, स्ट्रेंथ है, उसके बियॉन्ड एक और पावर है. They will talk about that power. So they can not have that power, but they will talk about that. But when they go deep into the meditations, they can even acquire that power. So it's like the power of the unconscious mind. They are such kind of people. Right? So their definition of world then would be totally different from the other row remedies. Like the definition of the world for a second row remedy would be a warm, small, comfortable place, जिसके बिना वो survive नहीं कर सकते. Right? The third row people's world would be the world that they are living in. It's their own family. The family which is providing them love, care, nurturing. They cannot see anything out of their family. They cannot see anything out of love, care, nurturing that they are receiving from their family. Right? And the fourth row people love world would be the society, the culture, the religion, the rules and regulation. But here, the definition of world for these people would be the whole universe, the hidden treasures of the universe. So that is why they will talk about the other world. So here is the difference between the definition of the other world of first row, that is hydrogen and helium, and the seventh row. The first row people, they will talk about the other world, but their definition of the other world and their existence in the other world would be like they have no form, no physical form. That's it. It's very, very primitive. They don't have any form, they don't have any material, they don't have any matter. So they are just like invisible in this world. And then the seventh row people, they will also talk about the other world, but here the definition of other world would be like I have received tremendous amount of knowledge by living in this world. I have that amount of knowledge, and with that knowledge, now I want to acquire or I want to know about the other world. What would be the other world like? A world where we go after death. So here there is added element of wisdom, added element of deep meditation. So first row people and seventh row people, they both are meditators. But the first row meditation is just to get into this world. And the seventh row people's meditation is to go out of this world into the other world, into the infinite world. जो life और death का चक्कर है उससे beyond. That is the definition of the other world in seventh row. And then because of all this, they have very strong intuition. They have power within self, power like of a meditator, of a yogi or a sannyasi. They have this intuition. And what is the intuition about? Again, intuition about the other world, the hidden powers of the brain. So that is why they have a very strong sense. Even if they don't have that strong sense, they will talk about the sixth sense. They will talk about the gut feeling. They will talk about the clairvoyance. They will talk about the future. They will talk about the genetics, means the past, not the past of his own self, but the past of the ancestors, where they have arrived. They will talk about the whole evolution. They will talk about the life itself. They will talk about the evolution of life. They will talk about the past people, right? Such is the kind of intuition these people will have. So that is why they will be very, very deep into meditation, because they believe that if I want to go deep into my own brain, into my own hidden powers, I have to meditate. I have to be aware of my body. I have to be aware of my mind. I have to be aware of each and every organ system in my body. So that is the kind of intuition these people will like to have. And then with the intuition, there is also a sense of responsibility. So this picture denotes the exact responsibility that these people will like to have. It's not the responsibility of fourth row, it's not the responsibility of sixth row either, but it's the responsibility of the whole of humanity, not of the world, whole of the humanity, whole of the past, whole of the present, and whole of the future. That is the high, or we can say, very high responsibility, very deep responsibility, like a responsibility of a prophet, right? A fourth rookie responsibility would be just limited to the task or the routine that they have been given. The sixth responsibility will be the responsibility about the well-being of their fellow beings, well-being of the people and everything. But here, the responsibility will be of the whole of humanity, the whole of the universe, the whole of your sins, everything. So this responsibility is very, very deep. So there is very high sense of responsibility and duty. And because of this very high sense of duty and responsibility, there is tremendous, tremendous amount of pressure. They're overburdened with that pressure. They're overloaded with that kind of pressure. Just try to imagine the amount of pressure that Jesus Christ or any of the prophet would be having in their lifetime. हर टाइम वो प्रेशर लेके जी रहेंगे, हर टाइम वो एक इनर जो हमारी पावर है उस चीज का प्रेशर लेके जी, इट्स लाइक अ प्रेशर ऑफ द होल लाइफ, not the people, but the whole of the life. So that is why when they become overburdened, overloaded, why? Because the whole of the humanity, the whole world will be against them because of their innate power, their hidden intuitions. And when the whole world is against them, still they feel their own responsibility to help them out. And they are overburdened with all those things and overloaded with all those things. And then there is a desire to break free and let go. Why break free and let go? Because there is tremendous amount of power, tremendous amount of energy that the body is now unable to hold it. That is why there is breaking free. And the reason for breaking free would be कि जैसे ही वो break free होगा, tremendous amount of energy जब वो बाहर निकलेगी, that will give rise to something new. So that is why end leads to a new beginning. कि जब वो ट्रिमेंडस एनर्जी, ट्रिमेंडस प्रेशर, ओवर बर्डन, ओवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, ओवर ड्यूटी ह्यूमैनिटी के लेके अंदर आएगी, पावर होगी, बट वो पावर बॉडी होल्ड नहीं कर पाएगी. अब उस पावर को डिसइंटीग्रेट होना पड़ेगा, उस पावर को बाहर निकलना पड़ेगा लाइक अ वॉल्केनो. और जब वो ट्रिमेंडस अमाउंट ऑफ पावर निकलेगी, दैट विल गिव राइज टू समथिंग न्यू. So that is why it's often said the death of Jesus gave birth to Christianity. So the amount of power that this man would be having, वो जब burst forth हुई, वो जब निकली after his crucifixion, it gave to birth to Christianity. That will be the thought process of these people. That would be the kind of aura these people will be have. The same was seen in the Sikhism also, where the ninth Guru, he was beheaded in the Chandni Chowk. That gave to birth of Sikhism. Before him, there was no Sikhism. It was not a separate religion. But it was after him that Guru Gobind took charge and he bring on a new religion. So death is not the end. Death is a new beginning. This is the thought process these people will have. So it's also a theme of old age. Why old age? Because old age will bring on a new life. Clear? This is the feeling of all these people that they have. So it's because of this, there is total withdrawal from the society. So these are the people who are the deep into meditation, the people who harness a deep aura, the people who harness a deep wisdom inside. They are totally isolated from the society. उनका खुद से ही मन नहीं करता किसी से बात करने का, सोसाइटी में जाने का. They are aloof from the society into their own world. बिकॉज जब वो अपने साथ होंगे, अपने वर्ल्ड में होंगे, अपने साथ उनको अपने ही अनकॉन्शियस की चीजें दिखनी शुरू होंगी, समझनी शुरू होंगी, और वहां से एक नई बिगनिंग की तरफ वो कदम रखेंगे. So these are the people who withdraw from society, who withdraw from the world, because their idea is that their end, not the end of their own self, but the end of this body will bring on to a new beginning, to a new life. And then, because of this, they will tend to pass on this knowledge and wisdom to the other people by their writings, by their talk, or by anything that they do. And this passing of knowledge and wisdom is not a simple जो हम अपनी life में पढ़ते हैं. It will be the like a knowledge of what they have achieved from their wisdom. It will be the knowledge of humanity. It will be the knowledge about life. And then there are also themes of death, destruction. So that is why these are the people who mostly suffers from destructive diseases. You can quote many examples like Ramana Maharishi, Paramahansa Yogananda, all these people who were deep into meditation, they mostly suffer from destructive diseases. इसको हम इस तरह से भी देख सकते हैं कि उनका माइंड, उनकी बॉडी या उनकी एनर्जी इतनी प्योर होनी स्टार्ट हो जाती है कि वो सारा का सारा जितने भी सेंस, जितना भी कूड़ा करकट होता है, वो फिजिकल बॉडी में छोड़ देते हैं, क्लियर कर देते हैं. तो दिस सोल बिकम प्योर, जिस वजह से बॉडी बिकम्स इम्प्योर, जिसको हम बोलते हैं कि दीज पीपल दे सफर फ्रॉम डिस्ट्रक्टिव डिजीजेस. I hope this is getting clear. So the remedies. This column have first remedy, column 1 francium. So francium, जितने भी इश्यू होंगे डिसइंटीग्रेशन के, पावर के, इंट्यूशन के, डेथ के, हिडन पावर के, हिडन ट्रेजर्स के, यहाँ पे फीलिंग क्या होगी? He don't have all those issues. There is just a thought about it. So that is why he always have a feeling that without the power, he's just disintegrating, just breaking in, and he tries to hold that. Hold me, and hold me, just like a Kali, who don't have security at all. So these people don't have that magic, that power at all. It's just a thought. And with that thought, they have a feeling that everything is disintegrating. They try to hold it. Or else it will cause anxiety in this problem about the other world. Then the second column, it's a well-known remedy, radium. In Materia Medica, we don't have radium met, which is not a well-proved remedy, but we have radium brome. It's a combination of 7th and 5th row. But radium met, ki jo feel hogi, that is like a second column, like a baryta or a stramonium. Like they want to cling on to themselves from disintegrating. They have a feeling that there is some energy, something inside which is breaking forth from inside, and they try to cling it out, they try to hold it on, and they depend from somebody else that come on, hold me, because I am going to disintegrate, my energy is going to lose, everything is coming out from it, just hold and hold. That is a very strong symptom of radium. And radium brome, it's a very good remedy for joint complaints and skin complaints. अब यहाँ पर भी जो joint complaints आएंगी, arthritis आएगा, it is not a simple arthritis. It's a degenerative arthritis where you will find exact modalities of rust talks. Like there will be aggravation from rest and amelioration from continued motion. And radium brome is also a very good remedy for various kind of skin complaints like birthmarks, keloids, moles. And then these people, they suffer from radiations. It's a very big causative symptom of radium brome when they suffer from complaints that arise out of exposure to any kind of radiation, be it MRI, CT scan, X-rays, chemos, anything. Then we have actinum, which is in the third column, and the issue of third column of all the rows is a kind of confusion. Third row is confused about his identity. Fourth row, scandium, is confused about his security. Then fifth row, third column will be confused about his creativity and talent. Sixth row, lanthanum would be confused about his responsibility, about his power and leadership quality. And the seventh row, actinium, will be confused about whether he is disintegrating or whether he will be able to hold himself or not. So he is doubtful about, can I hold myself or not? Do I have that much power to hold myself and to stop myself from disintegrating? That will be the stage of actinium. And then uranium, it also proved remedy. In materia medica, it's again a salt which is known as uranium nitricum. It's a combination of seventh and second row. So uranium, this have a very high feeling of duty and responsibility. They have tremendous amount of responsibility. They undergo tremendous pressure about this humanity, about the other world, that there is a feeling that their body or their mind, it is splitting. It's the actual disintegrating state of the person where he is splitting into many things. It's like an energy which is bursting forth, which is breaking like a volcano. So they have tremendous amount of energy. That is why these people, they suffer from very destructive diseases. There is no control over them. In materia medicas, in clinically, uranium nitricum is a very good remedy for liver complaints, for kidney complaints, for heart complaints, but there is a set of symptoms. When there is tremendous amount of exhaustion, fatigue with dropsical condition. So whether it's liver complaints, whether it's diabetes, whether it's renal disease, whether it's heart disease, when the patient comes with tremendous amount of exhaustion with dropsy, we can think about uranium, but there has to have a feeling of very high sense of responsibility and duty. That will confirm the prescription of uranium. Then plutonium, these people, they will have a theme of magic. They will have a theme of tantric experiences. It's not like they will be doing all these practices, but it will be in their mind. They will think about all these tantric experiences. They will think about all these magical things. They will think about out of body experiences. And they will think about all the ancestral things, all the sins of the ancestors, which is felt deep within. They will think about the deep issues of the unconscious mind. They are able, or they are thinking about their unconscious thing. So that is why they dream a lot about being a half animal and half man. That will be the state of plutonium. Again, plutonium is not uh, given like this only, because plutonium is existed in materia medicas with plutonium nitricum again. So with this, I end up my lecture. I hope you understand the theme of seventh row. And one thing I want to make clear is कि as we go above downward into the periodic table, तो जो लोग हैं जिनको हम ये रेमेडी परसेंटेज वाइज देंगे, वो जैसे ऊपर से नीचे आएंगे वो कम होती रहेंगी. So like example, we can have many people who may need a remedy from the second row. Many people, because they are not so strong to be able to handle the world. And then the third row people, where there is emotional development, so we have again many people who require remedies from third row also. And that is why these are the remedies which are known as the polycrest. Natrium, magnesium group, silicas, alumina, phosphorus, sulfur, all the remedies, they are polycrest. So that is why we need many remedies for the patients. जैसे हम और नीचे आएंगे फोर्थ रो के अंदर अब जो रेमेडी जिनको चाहिए होगी पेशेंट्स को वो लिमिटेड हो जाएंगी. कालीज, कल्केरियाज, फेरम्स, देन आर्सेनिक, क्यूप्रम, जिंकम कम लोगों को चाहिए होगी. और जब और नीचे आएंगे फिफ्थ रो के अंदर, so we will find very few people who wants to follow their heart, who wants to be creative, who wants to invent, who want to discover. So ये लोग हमें और कम मिलेंगे इस दुनिया के अंदर, बहुत कम. और नीचे आएंगे सिक्स रो के अंदर तो यहाँ पे वेरी फ्यू पीपल हु विल थिंक अबाउट द वर्ल्ड. रियल मायने में जो अपनी ड्यूटी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी समझेंगे वो बहुत कम होंगे, इवन लेसर देन फिफ्थ रो. एंड देन सेवंथ रो पे लोग पूरी दुनिया में एक, दो या तीन ऐसे हमको मिलेंगे. बहुत सारे लोग हमको नहीं मिलेंगे. कुछ होंगे भी तो वो हमारे पास कई बार दवाई लेने भी नहीं आएंगे. तो दिस इज द आइडिया. जैसे जैसे नीचे जाना शुरू होंगे वैसे वैसे हमें वो लोग उस तरह के कम मिलने शुरू हो जाएंगे. जैसे जैसे अब डाउन जाएंगे डिजीजेस भी ऐसी आएंगी. जितने ऊपर के रोज होंगे उतनी ज्यादा मेंटल डिजीजेस, जितने नीचे आएंगे उतनी ही ज्यादा डिस्ट्रक्टिव न्यूरोलॉजिकल डीजेनरेटिव डिजीज हमको देखने को मिलेंगी. दिस इज another thought. So with this, I end up my lecture. This is the end of periodic table also. So I hope in the future we will begin with something new. So all the best for and good night. If you have any questions, you can type in the chat box. We have few minutes left. Any question from you? Or if you have not understood, so I stop here. Okay, good night.